Bangkok Airport. So this was it. I had just landed in Southeast Asia. I was like a child who sees the sea for the first time, or Santa. Just landing in a country where the words were written in symbols I had no idea what they meant was completely new and exciting to me. And what about the waiting area reserved for Buddhist monks? Just wow. On the train from the airport to the center of Bangkok, the first thing I saw was the super cute preferential seating sign. Pregnant, elderly, injured, and Buddhist monks. So this is it, we did it. We are in Bangkok, Thailand. We have embraced the selfie stick. We actually have embraced two very contradictory things, selfie stick and no makeup. Who cares? We are here in Thailand and it's 30 degrees Celsius, 33, and there are people wearing jeans and long sleeves. Pink cars. And here goes a green one. After dropping my stuff and getting changed at the lovely Thrive hostel, I set off to explore the area. Not only the architecture and colors were astounding, but the small different things as well, such as these takeaway food bags. Puffy, just like that. A super tip for those of you who are traveling on a budget is looking for local places to have your meals. So when I was walking, I stopped by at Hua Lamphong station. It's a very interesting building, so it drew my attention and I decided to get in. And I saw this little food court where all the locals were having a meal, and I could pay 25 cents of a dollar for vegetarian stir fry and some other cents for water. It was very interesting because I could see the locals, and again, even to wait for trains, there was that section for Buddhist monks to wait, and I also ate like a local for that little money. And we have found a super nice park here. And there is one thing that really drew my attention. Women getting together to exercise at the end of the day. It looks fun. No Steadicam here, but I really wanted to show this little girl joining the women in the workout routine. This was the Romaninet Park, built in honor of the 60th birthday of the Queen Sirikit of Thailand in 1972. This is somewhere else. Bangkok turned out to be a very health-aware city. I had left from Brahma 4th Street and was going all the way to the famous Khao Road by foot. After the park, I also passed by some interesting places such as the Giant Swing and the City Hall. I finally arrived at Khao Road, and this is the first thing I saw: Brazilians everywhere. Now, I'm gonna make a whole video just about Khao Road, but I was really not impressed. The whole place is just shops, souvenir stalls and bars trying to sell a get wasted night, but not being too lucky at it. Oh wait, yeah, here was one. So many Western people together. It doesn't look like I left London. I ended up meeting a Canadian musician, and he recommended we had dinner at Etha's restaurant, a vegan restaurant with delicious food and an interesting toilet. I had never seen this. The restaurant had a shoes-off policy that I already knew existed because I had a Swedish flatmate who loved Asia and insisted that we did the same at home. And the solution to go to the toilet was a collective pair of flip-flops. And the signs were the best. My first day in Asia, I was introduced to the almighty bum gun. Still very near Khao Road, I saw some people sitting in the middle of the street, just chilling and having a picnic. They were well dressed and had a picnic towel, and the fancy motorbike clearly belonged to them. Right next to them, some other people were sleeping, and I didn't know if they were rough sleepers or if this was also a thing, given that one of them was sleeping covered by a giant tent of pink lace, similar to those thingies my grandmother would use to cover the bread and protect it from flies. I couldn't figure out where the bus stop was, so I asked two policemen. As I couldn't speak Thai and they couldn't speak English, we were trying our best to communicate. But while one was making the efforts, the other one took an iPhone 6 out of his pocket and started to take pictures of us. Too bad I don't have those pictures though. My walk back to the hostel included a stop at a Democracy Monument, and just before arriving, a temple of some sort. It had a lot of Buddha statues, some of which reminded me of Indian Buddhism, and some live cows. A couple of visitors,
And I knew they were visitors because they were carrying that typical DSLR look at me, I'm a tourist prop.
got some grass to feed them. So I asked them what the meaning of those cows there was. The guy said he was not quite sure because he was Vietnamese. And he said in Vietnam, cattle is important because it brings food from the country to the city. So it was the most approximate guess he could make. That was my first day in Southeast Asia. It was pretty intense culturally. If you want to see how this journey goes on, don't forget to subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and you can also read more about the stories on my blog. Comment below if you have another story about Thailand or Bangkok, or if you want to ask any question. And remember, you are free to exist.
This temple earlier on today, and this Buddhist monk looked at me and smiled. And I felt such a peace coming from him, seriously, serenity and happiness, and it makes you think. Amazing sensation.